Everybody's mixing up.
We are live.
Okay. Thank you. So, sorry, we apologize. I think network. All right. Sorry, guys. We had some network issues, but we're back now. Let me know if you're back online with us. Yeah. Sorry about the break in transmission. Yeah. So let's all come back as we continue with the class today. All right. Over to you, Coach Bim.
Okay, so sorry about that. We are so sorry about that. So we continue. So before the network misbehave, we're looking at why time management is important, and the number one why is that it helps you complete your tasks on time. You know, you have this goal, so you have set this goal, and you have scheduled some tasks, you have programmed, I mean, you've broken your tasks into small bits, and if you can manage your time well, you will be able to, you know, complete those tasks on time before you meet to meet the deadline, right? Number two is that it reduces stress and anxiety. You are not under pressure. You are not, you are not stressed. You are not, you are not anxious. You see, because you know that, okay, I've set this time to finish this task, and I'm on point. You see, so you are not stressed, you are not pressured in any way, you are not anxious, you just do your thing steadily and you get there in time. Then number three is that it gives you more free time. You see, it gives you more free time. When you are able to manage your time properly, you are able to have free time to do other things that matters, right? Yes. So when you are able to manage your time very well, you are able to do all what you have to do without pressure, without anxiety, and you are able to even get extra time to be able to, maybe even relax. Free time to relax, free time to think, free time to be creative and all. Number four is that it improves focus and concentration. It improves focus and concentration. When you are able to manage your time well, what happens? You are able to know what to focus on, as you will be seeing in the as we go on with the class. You are able to focus on what is important part time. You are able to also concentrate on your focus part time. Number five is that it helps you achieve your goal, right? Yes, being a leader is you being able to lead people, guide people into achieving a particular goal part time. So when you have time, when you are able to manage your time around the goals you have set for yourself, you are able to achieve that goal as you have set it, right? Yes, when we are doing early in the year, we're taught on goal setting, right? It is good to set goal, right? And it is the most important thing is how now to, be able to now run with those vision, set goals that would help you fulfill your vision that you have, the pictures of the visions you have. So when you set goals, when you put your time around the goal, you are able to achieve those goals. Now, understanding your time, yes, it's good to be able to manage your time. But before you manage your time, you need to actually understand your time. You need to actually understand what time I have that I need to now manage around my goals, around my schedule, around what I need to do, around what I need to achieve per time, per day, per year. Yeah. So how do you understand your time? You understand your time by tracking it. Do you see? So you understand your time when you are able to, track your time. When you are able to track your time, you are able to track your time your time per use. Let me put it that way. When you're able to track your time. So, and this would lead us to doing an activity, in leadership. When we talk the first week, we talked about putting what you learn into action, right? So this activity is you to do what we call time audit, and the instruction is for you to, for 1 week, you want to write down how you spend your time each day. How do you spend your time every day, from the time you wake up to the time you sleep? How did you spend your time? You need to be able to account for your time. And how do you account for your time? Is by tracking it, by auditing how you spend your time. Do you see how you spend your time? So when you are able to, understand how you spend your time through time audit, you are able to know if you are wasting your time, or if you are spending your time, or you are investing it, right? Yeah, if you are spending your time or investing, that's why it's very important for you to be able to do what? To be able to time audit yourself. So what are you doing? How will you audit yourself? It is an instruction for us to do. It is an assignment for us to do throughout 1 week. This week, beginning from tomorrow, write down how you spend your time each day, including, include everything from waking up to bedtime, right? So understanding how you spend your time helps you to identify areas of or areas you need to improve on, right? If you spend more time playing, you need to, if you spend more time doing what is less productive, what is less, you are able to audit and say, okay, I spend much time playing than the time I used to, achieve other things that are, that needs other productive things, right? Yes. So setting smart goals is one of the ways we can use to manage our time. When you set smart goal, what does it do? It helps you in managing your time, so much so that you are able to, achieve much with your time, right? Achieve much with your time. If you are still with me, if you are learning something, let me see you in the comment section saying that I am learning, I am blessed. Yes, it is Gbemisola Simeon. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, Gbemisola Simeon, that's my name, right? So if you are learning something, you want to say, I am learning, I am blessed, and we are good to continue. Yes, so setting smart goal is one of the ways you are able to, manage your time, right? You are able to manage your time. And, we've learned about this in our previous teachings during the year, in the beginning of the year, right? When we did our vision board, goal setting and all, right? We learned the acronym SMART for setting goals. And it says the acronym SMART for setting goal is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. What does that mean? When you are setting goals that will help you, that you want to manage your time around. Yes, when you are setting goals that you want to manage your time around, what are you looking at? You are setting a specific goal. You are setting a goal that is measurable, by time, with time, resources and everything. You are setting goal that is achievable. You don't want to set goals beyond, something that is not achievable. Per time, per your age, there are things that is achievable, right? So you can't say you want to read a 365 page book in 1 hour. You see, and you want to read it and get something out of it. I don't think that will be really possible, except if it's just 1 word per page, which is I don't think, yeah. But if you want to read okay, let me put it that you say you want to achieve a goal, you want to read your Bible, for example, cover to cover in 1 hour. It's not possible. That is not possible. No. And the goal has to be relevant. That's the R of the setting smart goal, right? Then it has to be time bound. We are talking about time management. So when setting goal, that goal has to be time bound in the sense that, okay, look at the example we have here. I want to read 5 chapters, measurable, specific, 5 chapter, measurable, in my book within the next 2 weeks. You see, relevant and time bound. You see, I want to read 5 chapters, very specific, measurable. And is it achievable in 2 weeks to read 5 chapters of any book you are reading? Yes, very achievable. So how will you now do this? You now begin to manage your time around this goal that you have set. The smart goal is that I want to read 5 chapters of my book within the next 2 weeks. You have set a smart goal, right? Now you want to manage your time around this, reading these 5 chapters of book within 2 weeks. And that is where time management comes in, right? Yes. And when you do that, when you are able to manage your time around it, you are able to follow through. For example, you can say, okay, every day for 30 minutes, I will read for 30 minutes every day. You can say, I will read maybe half a chapter every day for the next 2 weeks. You can count the number of pages and say, okay, every day I will read this page. I will share these pages around 2 weeks, right? Yeah, you put time, you manage your time around it, and you fix it in your schedule, right? Yes. So now when you the next thing we'll be looking at is prioritizing your tasks. Prioritizing your tasks. Prioritizing your tasks, right? And this in prioritizing your tasks, there is a method that we have here. Eisenhower matrix says this person is actually one of the American former president of America. He brought out this matrix on how to prioritize your tasks. I said here that if you are you set your smart goal, you've set a smart goal around reading 5 chapters of book for the next 2 weeks, right? And remember, reading the 5 chapter is not the only thing you will do for the week. No, for 2 weeks. No, every day you have other things you are doing. Every day you have other things you want to do, you want to achieve, right? Go to school, eat, all those things. So how do you now prioritize the tasks you have so that you do the things that are important and the things that are urgent? And that is what this method of Eisenhower talks about. His metrics talks about 2 he looked at solving problem, basically solving scheduling problem using urgency and importance, right? So you schedule your tasks based on how urgent it is and how important it is. So this matrix is something that I don't know, you want to really look at it. We may not have time to look at it here, but the matrix is a 4-quadrant matrix that talks about high level of urgency, low level of urgency, high level of importance, low level of importance. So how do you now put your tasks around these things? How do you put your tasks around these things? You look at what is urgent and important, and you do it first. You have the list of what you want to do every day. You have the things that you want to do, and you remember, we are talking about a leader. We are talking about leadership, which every one of us are leaders in one capacity or the other, right? Yes, in your home, starting from your home, right? You are a leader starting from your home, right? So you want to put your tasks right? Around what is urgent and important, and do that first. So when scheduling your when scheduling, when you want to make your schedule, right? When you want to do your to-do list, how are you going to do it? This is what this matrix is trying to tell us, is trying to teach us to do, right? It's saying that we do what is urgent and important. We do it now. We do it now. We do it now, right? We do it now. It is urgent, it is important, do it now. So you divide your to do into this urgent, importance, urgent and importance, importance but not urgent, urgent but not important, not urgent and or important. That is how you divide your tasks. So what is important, what is urgent and important, you do it first. What is not important, what is important but not urgent, what do? You schedule it. You schedule it to what? To decide when you want to do it. It is important but it's not urgent, so you put it in your schedule and put the time you want to do it. Do you see? It is important but it is not urgent. Put the time, decide when you want to do it. You schedule it and put a time when you will get it done. Then we have urgent but not important. It is urgent but it is not important. What do? You delegate. As a leader, you need to learn how to delegate. Remember first week we talked about how a leader is able to guide people of different skills, that has different ability to do things. So you look in your group, in the people you are leading, who is able to do this, then you delegate that thing to that person. Do you see? Because it is urgent, but it is not so important that it really needs that it must be you that should do it, right? So you need to do what? You delegate such tasks to a member of the group. There will be somebody that can do it even better than you can. That is why you are leading a team. When you are leading a team, we said there are different people in your team with different skills, different abilities. So it is not urgent, but it is important. What do? You delegate it. Okay, you can delegate it to Grace or Jane or whoever is in your team, that okay, you do this, why I do this, right? Then not urgent or important, what do? You eliminate it completely. Probably you have you do your to-do list in a day. This is personal now, and you see the time you have to do everything you have to do, and you know that you can't meet up, and you still add play. What will you do? Is play urgent? No. Is it really important? No. What will you do? You eliminate play, at least maybe that day or that at that particular time. Do you see? Yes. So example, we have homework and playing video game. We have homework and playing video game. Can somebody tell me which is important, which is urgent, and which one is urgent and which one is not urgent and important? I know we know the answer, right? Yes, I know you understand. So who can also tell me in the comment section maybe you can list some of those things that are important that need to be in your schedule part-time, and you can list some of those things that are not too important that you can delegate. And you can list some of those things that you need to eliminate from your schedule, from your tasks to-do list. If you want to do that, yes. Somebody say homework is important and urgent. Yes, correct. Yes, correct. Homework is important and urgent. Yes. So if you want to list those things that are important and urgent, those things that are not important that you can schedule, those things that you want to that you have to delegate, those things that you need to eliminate, maybe you want to do that. Yes. So we move to the next thing, and the next thing is us creating a schedule. We want to look at how we want to create our schedule per day, right? How do you create your schedule per day? Number one step is to identify your goals and priority. You want to identify your goals and priority. What are your goals? What do you what do you plan, or what do you see yourself achieving today or this week or in 2 weeks? What is the goal? Actually identify it. What am I trying to achieve? What are my priorities right now? You see, you want to look at it and you want to, identify it. So when you identify your goals and priority, what do you want to do? You want to now allocate time for each of the tasks that you have put in place. Remember, if you use that Eisenhower's matrix, you will be able to, allocate time for each of it in the level at, how important and urgent they are. You are able to, put them all together, and you see where which one will fit, right? Identify your goals. The first step is to identify your goals and priority. The next one is allocate time for each of it, right? Put it time. Remember, your SMART goal says time. The last the T there, it says it should be time bound. Between 6:30 to 7, I should be eating, I should be bathing, I should have dressed up. You want to allocate time. Breakfast, dressing up, I should be leaving for school. So you want to allocate time for each side. Then number 3 is set realistic time frame, right? Set realistic time frames for everything you want to do. For example, for me, I'll use myself as an example. I don't like rushing, right? I'm not that kind of person that would wake up and start rushing. So if I have to do something, that is, that I need to get done before so time in the morning, what do? I wake up as early as possible, on far ahead of my wake up time, if I, to meet up that time, because I don't like rushing. So I like taking my time to do something. So I wake up early to be able to meet up. That's what I do. So you need to set realistic time frame that this is my pace. So you need to, that is why earlier this year we were taught about self-awareness. You should know yourself. You should know your strength and weakness. So I know my strength, I know my weakness. When it comes to, I don't like rushing to get something done. So I like taking my time in cleaning, in organizing. I like taking my time. So I would rather wake up early to start doing things than rushing to model up things. So that is me. Because I know myself. So realistic time frame that will work for you, right? Yes. Then leave space for breaks and flexibility. You don't want to jam pack because you have, let's say you have 12 hours to, for the day. You have maybe from 6 in the morning till 6 in the evening to set your schedule around. You don't want to now model up the 12 hours with activity. No, you don't want to do that. You want to leave some breaks and flexibility, in the sense that, okay, if there is a break between 2 tasks, right? You can, when you are not able to meet up with one task, because there is a break in between, you can adjust. You will be able to adjust your time. You don't want to say, because I have to do this, I have to put some time in between for breaks, and some time, and that will enable you for you to be flexible even with your time. Even though you are working on schedule, you also have to be flexible, because some things may come in. For example, My children, they have the time they come back from school. Sometimes they don't, maybe because of, you know, maybe what's it called now? The time their daddy get to school, maybe before one person come down. Sometimes they are by the time they get home, right? They may have little time to finish up before they take their nap and all that. So there is a flexible, there's time of flexibility that can help them adjust, and they are not, they are not broken that I didn't meet up. No, there's still time in between for them to, adjust to their original schedule, that they won't miss anything, yet they would have flexible time to, do a lot of things. So when you are, okay, look at, for example, we have 7 a.m. wake up time, 7:30 a.m., 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. wake up time, breakfast 8 a.m., sorry, 7 a.m. wake up, 7:30 breakfast, 8 a.m. school. You may not even spend 30 minutes eating. You see, in that you would have gained some time from this breakfast time, right? Yes. So when you are scheduling your time, when you create your schedule, things you should avoid distraction. You need to avoid distraction. Know that you are working with time. You want to avoid distraction. You want to stay focused. So how do you stay focused so that you are able to, you are able to meet up with your schedule. You are able to, run with your time, run with your goal, achieve your goal, avoid distraction, stay focused. So number one tip, what will you do? Turn off notifications, right? Turn off notifications. Maybe your phone, your I don't know, whatever gadget you are using, that will keep popping into you. You want to check part time. I'm reading, for example, maybe I'm using ebook, for example, to read on my phone. What do I do? I may decide to put my phone on flight mode so that I won't get notification coming in here and there. Then number two is find a quiet workplace. Find a quiet workplace. You want to find somewhere you want to work. Just be quiet. Just be to be able to focus. So you want to find a quiet place to be focused. And that is why, for me, what works for me when I was in school back then, I read mostly in the night, because I don't like, it's now that I'm learning to, that I've learned to do what, to, adjust to some noise here and there, so that I can get a lot of things done. But those days when I was in school, I read mostly at night, because I don't want distraction at all. Then number three, break tasks, into smaller chunks. Break tasks into smaller chunks. You don't want to, for example, you want to do laundry, for example. You can decide to maybe wash your, I don't know, you can decide to break them into different portions to wash. You can decide to wash maybe 3 times in a week, instead of now taking the whole Saturday to now say, you now wash from morning till night. No, break them into little chunks. You can decide to wash the light clothes if you are not using washing machine. Just try to, big tasks, break them into smaller chunks, and you'll be able to save time. Then number 4 says use the Pomodoro technique. That is 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes of break. You want to read, maybe read for 25 minutes, break for 5 minutes, read for 25 minutes, break for 5 minutes. Do the what else do you do as chores? Maybe your chores, maybe you have a task to do it for, you have a paint to paint, you have a project to do the project for 25 minutes, have 5-minute break in between, you see, so you don't because so that you don't pressure yourself, you don't overstress yourself, and you can be focused at all time. So what you do with your time again is to review and adjust. We talked about auditing your time. When you audit your time, you want to see what you want to ask questions, you want to review those things that you have scheduled, you want to review them, and you want to ask this question: what is working well? What is really working, right? You want to know what is working. Is me waking up this time, right? Is it really working, or I need to wake up earlier? Do you see? Or you see, is this time I sleep, is it really working, or I need to sleep earlier or later? Do you see? So you look at what is working well, and you would then look at what needs improvement. What do you need to improve on? You see, what do you need to improve on? If there's anything to improve on, you do it. That is why you are reviewing. That is why you are auditing your time, auditing your schedule per time. Then what adjustment can I make? You want to say, okay, waking up at 6 is not working. I don't get to get ready for school. I want to start waking up for 5 a.m. So if I want to wake 5 a.m., it means that I have to sleep earlier enough. You see? So how do I sleep early enough? I need to, work around my time, work around my schedule, and make those possible adjustments. So what you need to do is to regularly review your time management, plan and make adjustments when needed, how is needed, per time. You see, so your schedule should not be just one thing that you want to just this is my schedule, this is how I'll just follow through this. No, nothing is changing. Remember, we say flexibility is part of it. You need to be flexible to be able to review yourself and adjust per time. Per time. Your schedule may work for you now. You may get to a higher level in class and it's not more working. What do? You sit down, analyze it, audit it. Okay, why is this not working again? Then make, what do I need to improve on? Is it my wake time? Is it and all that? You need to just put all those perspectives together and make adjustments. Regularly review your time management plan and make adjustments when needed. And that's bring us to the end of the class today. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for how you have listened thus far. And if there is any question, you can ask right away. I said, hand over to Coach Christine or Coach Victor. If you have any question, you can ask right away. Over to you, Coach Victor, Coach Christine.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach Bemi, for that amazing session. Please, I want to see your beautiful emojis. Let's celebrate Coach Bemi. That was an amazing session. And she really kept to time, even though we had a break in transmission and everything. That's just amazing. You see, she's living what she's teaching us. Yeah, so everybody with your beautiful and your best emojis, let me see you celebrate Coach Bemi in the comment section. Let me see. Okay, am I seeing it? Teaching us. Okay, beautiful. So I would like to ask, before we take our affirmations, right? For looking at everything that we've learned today, we've been doing a lot of things. This is the leadership series, and today we're looking at time management. So tell me, which of your time, which time are you going to adjust this week? What area do you think that you need to manage your time better this week? I want you all to put it in the comment section. Okay, if it's I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to go to bed early, I'm going to write a to-do list. I want you to tell me how you're going to Do better, do something better this week. Yes. So I can see your beautiful emojis. Keep them coming as we celebrate Coach Bemi, right? So I want you to tell me, what are you going to do differently this week? Okay, Grace Moses says, Coach Bemi, you are so pretty. Thank you very much for that. Let me say thank you on her behalf. All right, I can see school time. All right. All right, Manuel said playing or watching TV less. Okay, playing less or watching television less. Good. Read. Yeah, what are you going to read? Are you going to read more or read less? More reading. Beautiful. Princess said more reading. Yes. Let's keep it coming. We need your action point. You need to write it down. This is what I'm doing differently, because no matter what we teach you, if you do not practice it, we're just wasting our time. Okay. All right. So I'm going to try dressing on time. 30 minutes. Okay, that's beautiful, Grace Moses. You need to try dressing on time. Waking up earlier. Yes. Read. Okay. So say Folu said I'm going to change my reading schedule because I got a bad score last time. So I'm going to change it now. Beautiful. Now I want you to do it now. Like write it, have a new timetable. That's how we roll. That's how we make things happen. Write it. Or what's that hour you're giving yourself? I'm going to be reading when I come back from school 3 to 4, or I'm going to be reading 5 to 6. We talked about smart goals today, so you write it down. Good. Focusing on important things. More reading and focusing on important things. Beautiful. Thank you for that. I'm going to sleep earlier and read more. Okay, beautiful. Sleep earlier, read more. Good. Okay. All right. So let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming, guys. Which one are you going to do? All right. So you have to ensure that you are not just the hearer, but you are also the doer. Manage your time. You have enough time. Everybody on earth has 24 hours. Okay. So let's use these methods. What's urgent? What is important? What do you need to do now? Okay. Stretching before bathing and reading in the morning. Okay. Doing small exercise every morning to stimulate my brain. Beautiful. All right. Try to study for 1 hour daily. Good. Write the time. That 1 hour. Is it 3 to 4? Is it 5 to 6? Write the time. Yeah, Folu. I know it was you. I just called Folu because I didn't want to pronounce your name wrongly. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so I know it was you. All right. Exercise for 1 hour a day before going to dress for school. Beautiful, guys. All right. I'm so proud of every one of us. Okay. So this week, let's ensure that we manage our time well. Remember, early to bed, early to rise. If you can sleep early, you wake up early. You take your bath early, you get dressed, you arrange your things. Tomorrow is school, right? Those of you that are still in school, arrange everything you need for tomorrow tonight. Pack your school bags, your water bottles, pack them up tonight. That's how to manage your time. Go to bed on time. Write your to-do list for tomorrow today. Okay, so that tomorrow you just check, and you are good to go. All right. So next week, I'm going to be asking you to let me know how many of you were able to do the things that you said you were going to do and how it was for you. So I can see reading, doing homework, wake up early. All right. So beautiful. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So it's time for us to take our Pdac Ambassadors Creed. Yeah, thank you so much. So you repeat after me. I am a Pdac ambassador. I am a child of God. I understand myself. I discover, develop, and unleash my God-given potential. I have strong beliefs and values that guide my actions and decisions. I cultivate good habits and follow principles that lead me to success. I have the wisdom to make, manage, and multiply money effectively. I am a confident and inspiring speaker. I dream big dreams, set smart goals, make great plans, and take quick steps to make my dreams come true. I am a great leader. I inspire myself and others to achieve great things. I am excellent in my academics and I love to learn new things. I believe in myself and I have a positive self image. I understand and manage my emotions well and I'm sensitive to others' feeling. I am proud to be a Pdac ambassador and will fulfill my duties with love, respect, and excellence, and dedication. So help me God. Amen. Okay. So, guys, with this, we come to the end of our meeting today. Excuse me. See you again next week by 4 p.m. Don't forget to manage your time very well, okay? Manage your time very well. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Bye.